ahead of the Lok Sabha polls. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
A straight face-off between Siddharth Yadav of the Bharatiya Janata Party and Professor Monojit Mondal, who leans towards the Trinamool Congress. Professor Mondal, to begin with you, forget about winning the elections. You cannot perhaps significantly even bring down the majority that is steering the NDA. The reason being, take a look at the state from where you come from. Mamata Banerjee has already indicated that 42 seats is where Trinamool Congress is going to contest. If that's going to happen, and if the position that she's taken right now, that the left has been completely diminished, the Congress party says that she's an opportunist, where do you think will you get the strength to take on the Bharatiya Janata Party?
No, I think first of all, BJP or NDA that you talk about can't even answer a single question about the fact that which is the second largest party in their NDA. I'm still waiting for that answer. That's point number one. Point number two, I think Mamata has stated the obvious. As far as Bengal is concerned, of course, TMC is the dominating party. It is the TMC that is fighting these communal forces in the form of the BJP, not CPIM Congress. Rather,
your
both
party,
CPIM
Trinamool Congress says
they are in tacitly or at times even overtly in
Mamata Banerjee has not really declared even the BJP as the biggest enemy at this point in time. From the latest speech that she has delivered, it appears for the public that her bigger headache is the left parties. Mr. BK Kangu, if I can come to you also, Mamata Banerjee says that you are dictating the terms and you have no right to dictate the terms.
Shawan, you hail from this part of the country. Shawan, you hail from this part of the country. You are talking about a political.
I am expecting an answer. I have not stopped you. I have not stopped you.
For the last 5 years.
Hello, can you hear me?
Ever since 2016, CPIM has not
Somebody
won a
speaking.
single seat.
So
If
I'm getting
you talk
disturbed.
about CPIM being the biggest enemy, that's your problem. Mamata has stated the obvious thing that there is no question of even thinking about an alliance with CPIM. Thinking about an alliance with CPIM, because CPIM, I think, is just the other side of BJP. And for your kind information, we do not think that CPIM is a communist party. We do not think. That is not a communist party. That is their fake agenda, what they have been doing for the last 34 years. Congress, again, there is no question of any tie with Adhi Chaudhuri's Congress. Adhi Chaudhuri has destroyed the Congress. He has surrendered even Murshidabad Congress to BJP. Murshidabad, where he comes from, in the 2020,
So, Professor Mondal,
they did not even win a single seat. All the
that's
seats
exactly,
were given to BJP
you are,
by Congress. So, Mr. Adi Chaudhuri, if you are listening to me, think about your seat. You are now behind by 20,000 votes in your own constituency.
this is the classic case,
So if you have any
Professor Mondal,
sanity
classic case where the
left to
Bharatiya
you,
Janata Party
think about
on the
yourself,
sidelines, on the sun, it's almost like Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. That's the classic situation right now. The Bharatiya Janata Party essentially has nothing to do. What they have to do is perhaps sit on the fence and watch each one of you make a mockery of yourself. Now imagine a situation where you are saying in the national. Hold me. I gave you the chance, Professor Mondal. I gave you the chance to respond. Why don't you hear me out also?
No,
I know it's not the most comfortable situation.
I just
just think about this. Think about this. Think from the people's point of view, not from your political perception on this entire matter and your complicated political alliance here. From the people's perspective, if they are largely viewing the Trinamool Congress as against the Bharatiya Janata Party, they would expect that you take on the BJP head-on rather than taking the left head-on, or for that matter, the Congress Party head-on. In the national capital, of course, who does not know the history?
How could you forget the history?
Now, one second, Professor Mondal, you think we are naive? You think we are naive? Everyone remembers the history. That is exactly why we reminded you that when you actually, hear me out. No one has forgotten the history, the bloody, violent history of the state of West Bengal when your leader had taken on the left government.
Not
the question is, why did you actually start? Why did you then get into the alliance? You knew that the left is going to be part of the alliance. Why did you get into it? Okay, that time BJP. What violence are you talking about? I'm talking about the violence when Mamata Banerjee was the principal opposition.
Violence was
okay, let me get Professor Mondal, you made your point. Let me also get the others into
the BJP.
Okay.
Look who are the BJP's cadre. Most of them are CPIM and the rejected people of TMC.
Would you give me an apology? I'm not speaking anybody's.
Okay, Mr. Kangu, if Mr. Kangu of the CPI.
Okay,
Professor Mondal, let's take this. Let's widen the debate. Let's widen.
You can hold a one-way
Let's
debate.
widen the debate. You are not the party that you are leaning towards. That's not the only factor within the India alliance. Let me also quickly take Mr. BK Kangu. Mr. BK Kangu, is the BJP your real enemy, or the Trinamool Congress is your real enemy? Because Mamata Banerjee is only concerned about the fact that you are dictating the terms. If that is the case, where exactly do you stand within the alliance?
See, please understand one thing. As far as West Bengal is concerned, when the left was there, the issues of law and order could have been there. But the problem was always a class war. Economic issues were dominant. The communalization has taken place subsequently when TMC came to power. So in India today, the problem
So why are you in alliance with them? Why are you in the alliance?
It is not a question.
If you don't like the Trinamool Congress,
the question is how to avoid communalization.
If you don't like, your position is the worst.
TMC has
your
failed
position,
on all fronts
Mr. Kangu,
not to stop communalization of politics.
2 states.
And therefore, left feels essentially
Mr. Kangu, your position.
To defeat BJP decisively, left has to maintain its position and its stand. That it is against communalism, it is
What
for secularism, and for
position
the
where?
constitutional values and economic issues
Position
of the
where?
people.
Trinamool Congress can still boast about the fact. Trinamool Congress can still boast about the fact that they are in power, and they would simply say that we are looking into the winnability factor, so we are not going to give you the seats in the state of West Bengal. We will fight everything. At max, I will give 2 to the Congress party. Your position is precarious right now. Your position is precarious because you are fighting the Congress party in the state of Kerala. As far as West Bengal is concerned, you are basically left with nothing. Most of your cadres have moved into Siddharth Yadav's party. So where does it really leave you?
See, the question is, please understand one thing, that essentially we are fighting for certain values in this system and the society. The value of
values is absolutely fine.
Are important. Whether the
when you go to the people,
that will be decided. This will be decided. Now the Bengal is the rejected BJP and its communal politics. So I am very confident that within a period of time you will see the re-emergence of left in West Bengal. So we are very optimistic.
Bengal has embraced by that logic, Mr. Kangu, by that logic, Bengal has embraced the Trinamool Congress, not your party. Having said that, the JDU, now the interesting,
with expectation,
Mr. Kangu, count the number of seats that you have. Count the seats. Even Mamata Banerjee does not take you very seriously. While you can do Lal Salam, your classic say, the Lal Salam is not really working.
See, again, I'm telling you,
Professor Mondal, I'll give you the chance. Professor Mondal, I'll give you the chance. Tonight, I think so, Siddharth.
Okay. Siddharth is a
classic case. I don't know whom are you fighting. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes.
Please.
No, sometimes, Mr. Kangu, I wonder the allegation that Professor.
Nobody's asking for your certificate.
Siddharth Yadav seems to have a last laugh here. Professor Mondal, I'll come to you. I'll give you the chance. Let me just take one quick word from Anupriya and Siddharth Yadav also. I'll come back to you.
What will Siddharth talk about?
One second. Yeah, I find this very interesting. Siddharth Yadav, you don't have much work to do in this debate.
Not everybody has same.
Siddharth Yadav tonight has. Professor Mondal, you have to understand. You and others have actually given a respite to Siddharth Yadav.
For the last 1 year, I'm not getting the answer. What is the second largest party in India?
You will get. Okay. Chalo, we'll ask that
Mandal,
question
let
also.
others
We'll ask
speak
that
on this
question.
issue.
Okay, Professor Mondal, just hold on. Take a
Very simple
step back.
question.
At least you have won the fight with the left. You have won the
Shaman,
fight
should
with
I
the
speak or
left.
not?
Mr. Kangu is also has to agree to it. Siddharth, I think so. Your position tonight in this debate is perfect. You don't have to fight any one of them. It seems that they have decided that they will do your job. Because tonight, if you see what is happening, this is a classic micro situation of the alliance and its prospects outside. Siddharth Yadav, while all of this is fine, the India alliance infighting is going to help you. It is obviously helping you in building the party, at least in other states. But having said that, the perennial question that one will ask you again and again: what will happen to you and your party when it comes to southern states?
No, first of all, Shravan, I think considering the paucity of time, this might be my only opportunity when I speak. So I would expect the same courtesy that I've been extending in the 15 minutes out of the 20 minutes of this debate to other panelists. And not everybody has same etiquettes like Professor Mondal. So I'll expect him to stay silent and not issue any certificates to me or to anybody else on the panel. When it comes down to, I'll answer to your question in this for the South, but I would want to highlight the very peculiar position what has happened in West Bengal. And that peculiar position is, it is not just the cadre fighting. It is not just the issues with seat sharing. It is, I think, the widening gap, the allegation, the differences between ideologies that all these leaders are now coming out with. Now, you call a chief minister opportunist, you call her autocratic, and you still are sitting with it. And Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is not a Mandal Adhyaksh. He is not a Jila Panchayat Sadasya. He is the leader of the flow of a Congress party. If a person of that stature comes out and says that Mamata Banerjee is opportunist, I think the Congress party's cadre would at least believe, because we obviously know that she definitely is, and she is an autocrat. No issues on that, but we are not, going to agree more with them. But same is with the CPI. Now, Mamata Banerjee is saying we'll not do, we'll do anything but not go with CPI. And now they would want to turn around the history like anything. There was no bloody history of Bengal. Mamata Banerjee, your party's leader, had to herself, face all such things from CPI, but now have to come together and sit on a table, because politics is more important. Because in politics, you have to settle down, compromise, leave such issues. So this is for the India Alliance. But as you said, I don't have, it is for the benefit of people of Bengal, not for BJP's benefit, because the people of Bengal are going to finally get rid of such parties, which is going to happen in the near future. But when you ask me what is going to be the case in
Let's
South,
also take the other constituent. Let's also take the other constituent. Let's also say that I know there is a paucity of time and I apologize for it, but Anupriya of the JDU is joining. Anupriya, just about a few months ago, your alliance partner Tejasvi Yadav was actually addressing your leader Paltu Chacha. Today, the situation is as such when KC Tyagi speaking to Republic TV is also almost borderline hinting at the fact that the NDA's campaigning is far better. It's an indication that there is a growing frustration within your party too with regards to the India alliance, because there is no finality as far as the seat sharing is concerned.
गुड इवनिंग आप कहा कि मेरी आवाज रिवर्स आ रही है. हेलो
अनुप्रिया जी सुनाई दे रहा हमें? सवाल जो मैं कर रहा था कि थोड़ी देर पहले केसी त्यागी कह रहे हैं कि एनडीए की कैंपेनिंग आपसे बेटर है.
मैंने सुना आपने कहा कि हमारे अलायंस पार्टी, आपने तेजस्वी जी की बातों को भी कोट किया. बट मैं आपको बता दूं कि आपने ये भी सुना होगा कि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा था अजीत पवार जी के बारे में कि अजीत दादा की पीसिंग एंड मिसिंग. लेकिन अजीत दादा जैसे ही उनके साथ में आते हैं अलायंस में, वो बीजेपी के वॉशिंग पाउडर में जब वो धुल जाते हैं तो वो बहुत ही भ्रष्टाचारी नहीं हो गए, बहुत ही शिष्टाचारी हो जाते हैं. वो राम राज्य की बात होती है और भ्रष्टाचार खत्म हो जाती है. लेकिन आपने उस सवाल को नहीं पूछा. आपने सिद्धार्थ यादव जी को कहा कि भाई आपको टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि फाइटिंग जो इंडिया अलायंस के अंदर में हो रही है. लेकिन आपने कहीं से भी सवाल पूछा कि क्या एनडीए के अंदर में जितने भी इनके अलायंस पार्टियां हैं, यहाँ सीट शेयर की बातें क्या क्लियर हो गई है? कोई भी मुझे एक राज्य बता दे। मैं सिद्धार्थ यादव जी आपसे ही पूछ लेती हूँ, आप बता दीजिए कोई भी एक राज्य जहां बता दीजिए कि आप अपने अलायंस पार्टियों को कितने सीट देने जा रही है। मैं बिहार में आती हूँ, बिहार में ही बता दीजिए आपने जिन पार्टियों को
अनुप्रिया जी, should I answer?
आपने तैयार किया है। नहीं, listen to me, सिद्धार्थ यादव, पहले मैं बोल लूं, उसके बाद आप जवाब दे देंगे।
आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा तो आई एम आंसरिंग।
जितने भी पार्टियों को आपने जितनी ही पार्टियों को अपने साथ में जोड़ा है, वो पार्टियां हैं जिनको आपने दो भागों में बांट दिया है। वो टूटी फूटी पार्टियां जिनकी अपनी अस्तित्व नहीं है, जिनको आपने खत्म कर दिया, आप उसके साथ में हैं और आप सवाल पूछते हैं इंडिया अलायंस के बारे में। निश्चित तौर पर हमारी जो बातें हैं वो पार्टी के फोरम पे भी हो रही है और जनता के बीच में भी है और जनता भी जान रही है। एटलीस्ट यहाँ पे इतनी लोकतंत्र है कि आपस में लोग बातें कह रहे हैं, अपनी नजर जो भी उनकी इश्यूज है उन पर शॉर्टेड हो रहे हैं। लेकिन आपके यहाँ तो दमनकारी चलती है, आप तो दमन कर रहे हैं कि आपके अलायंस की बात लोग तो बोल भी नहीं पा रहे हैं।
चलिए, I'll give that.
बिहार की एक सीट है, बिहार की एक सीट है जिसमें चाचा बच्चन की पार्टी जिनकी
अनुप्रिया जी
ने आग लगा दिया है, उनको
चलिए आपका जो एक सवाल है भारतीय जनता पार्टी से कि आखिरकार वो अपने अलायंस पार्टनर के साथ क्या करेंगे, जबकि कई सारे ऐसे राज्य जहां पे उनके अलायंस पार्टनर की जरूरत भी ना हो, पर फिर भी ये सवाल पूछ रहे थे। सिद्धार्थ यादव, what really happens to the coalition, Dharma, because you may not need it, but the fact of the matter is that it is always taken, especially in the state of Maharashtra. How exactly will you accommodate Ajit Pawar on the one side, on the other Eknath Shinde, and of course the rising aspirations of the deputy chief minister too?
Shravan, first of all, the party which won because of the name of Prime Minister Modi, all their Lok Sabha seats, are now finally telling us, what should happen with the ally partners. You were our ally partner, but you are the Paltu Ram, so you have to go other way around. But the people who are actually sticking down with the policies for a developing Bharat, there is no infighting. And that is why this question doesn't arise. There is no abusing of each other. Nobody is saying that I will die but not sit with CPIM. Nobody is saying that Congress party is such and such. Nobody is saying that Mamta is such and such. So there is no such question. But I'll tell you, in the state elections that happened, we as NDA contested those elections. You as Congress contested. There was no NDI. NDA is still there. And this is because of the leadership of Narendra Modi ji, that we have such a big stature that everybody is coming together and there's no way fighting. Everybody is there. And we, despite having the absolute majority, are ready to take everybody with us, give their due share and contest elections for the betterment of the people. Because in our case, Anupriya ji, the bottom line, the settlement is not the corruption settlement formula, not the Kukaram settlement formula. There is no such formula. There is only one formula.
You will have to think about it. While all said and done, you too will have a tough time, at least in some states, particularly the state of Maharashtra. But thank you very much, Professor Mondal. I'm sorry. This is a debate that is going to continue. I apologize because we had to cut it short a little bit, but we're going to come back to it. Professor Mondal, there'll be enough opportunity, and especially with India Alliance around, I'm sure there'll be more opportunity to discuss this entire issue as to what really happens in the future. Thank you very much, Anupriya, B.K. Kangu, Professor Mondal and Siddharth Yadav for joining us on the trending burning question. On the other side, the big debate coming up with Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami.
Following a tragic boat capsize in Vadodara that claimed the lives of at least 16 individuals, including 14 students, authorities have filed a case against 18 individuals in connection with the incident. One person died after a massive fire broke out in a container truck in Thane. The authorities have sent the mortal remains to the hospital for post-mortem. All Kamtapur Students' Union members blocked the railway line near Betkara railway station in Jalpaiguri, West Bengal. The Students' Union demanded for a separate state of Kamtapur. At the 54th meeting of World Economic Forum, Union Minister Smriti Irani lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi's development mantra and said that in his 10 years of administration, PM Modi made women the center point of development.
भारत की सबसे प्रमुख प्रतिभा भारत की महिला को नरेंद्र मोदी ने अपने 10 साल के प्रशासन में विकास का केंद्र बिंदु बनाया। डावोस, जहां पर वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम लगभग 5 दशकों से चल रहा है, यहाँ विश्व भर के सबसे बड़े व्यावसायिक समूह के प्रतिनिधि आते हैं। वर्तमान में इस डावोस में 300 से ज़्यादा भिन्न भिन्न राष्ट्रों के मंत्री आए हैं और जितने भी ग्लोबल पावर हाउसेस हैं वित्तीय दृष्टि से, वो डावोस में आकर नई बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी तलाशते हैं।
Amid the freezing temperatures in our national capital, Indian forces prepare for the 75th Republic Day celebrations. The parade rehearsals are underway at Kartavya Path in New Delhi. With temperatures staying low, Delhi experiences a cold wave and dense fog enveloping the national capital. The dense fog situation has caused low visibility, due to which several flight operations are delayed and few others have even been cancelled.
The White House is closely monitoring the escalating tensions between Pakistan and Iran. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said that the White House does not want to see an intensification of conflict in the region. UN Chief Antonio Guterres is concerned about the escalation between Iran and Pakistan and called for any issues between the two countries to be addressed through peaceful means, through dialogue and cooperation.
Rockets between Iran and Pakistan. We've seen reports of casualties on both sides. Again, he urges both countries to exercise maximum restraint, avoid any further escalation. Any security issues, any issues, concerns between Iran and Pakistan must be addressed through peaceful means.
Houthi rebels in Yemen claim to have carried out a missile attack against the American cargo ship. And this, in fact, has been happening, as Houthis military spokesperson said that the attack that took place in the Gulf of Aden comes in retaliation to the strikes by the United States against the Houthis. The UN said that it is deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure and the safety of civilians in northeast of Syria. UN spokesperson Stephanie has said that the airstrikes in Al-Haske have led to civilian casualties and caused significant damage to many civilian facilities.
Our humanitarian colleagues tell us they're deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure and the safety of civilians in the northeast of Syria, as the security situation there is deteriorating. Over the past week, multiple airstrikes at Al-Hasake have led to civilian casualties and caused significant damage to several facilities, including power stations and oil production fields, which could negatively impact the availability of gas, fuel, and electricity going forward.
Kashmir to Wayanad, India celebrates Lord Ram. Boycott brigade left completely red-faced. Most public celebration of Lord Ram, INDI in a tizzy. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Following a tragic boat capsize in Vadodara that claimed the lives of at least 16 individuals, including 14 students, authorities have filed a case against 18 individuals in connection with the incident. One person died after a massive fire broke out in a container truck in Thane. The authorities have sent the mortal remains to the hospital for post-mortem. All Kamtapur Students' Union members blocked the railway line near Betkara railway station in Jalpaiguri, West Bengal. The Students' Union demanded for a separate state of Kamtapur. At the 54th meeting of World Economic Forum, Union Minister Smriti Irani lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi's development mantra and said that in his 10 years of administration, PM Modi made women the center point of development.
भारत की सबसे प्रमुख प्रतिभा भारत की महिला को नरेंद्र मोदी ने अपने 10 साल के प्रशासन में विकास का केंद्र बिंदु बनाया। डावोस जहां पर वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम लगभग 5 दशकों से चल रहा है, यहां विश्व भर के सबसे बड़े व्यावसायिक समूह के प्रतिनिधि आते हैं। वर्तमान में इस डावोस में 300 से ज़्यादा भिन्न भिन्न राष्ट्रों के मंत्री आए हैं और जितने भी ग्लोबल पावर हाउसेस हैं वित्तीय दृष्टि से वो डावोस में आकर नई बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी तलाशते हैं।
Amid the freezing temperatures in our national capital, Indian forces prepare for the 75th Republic Day celebrations. The parade rehearsals are underway at Kartavya Path in New Delhi. With temperatures staying low, Delhi experiences a cold wave and dense fog enveloping the national capital. The dense fog situation has caused low visibility, due to which several flight operations are delayed and few others have even been cancelled.
The White House is closely monitoring the escalating tensions between Pakistan and Iran. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said that the White House does not want to see an intensification of conflict in the region.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami at 9, presented by Amity University, powered by RP Goenka, Century Club Prime, Policy Reserve.
Good evening and welcome, viewers. There are a few things that we must accept and get right. We must speak straight. We must be direct now. We must be totally direct. So I want to make a few very direct points. I'm sorry if you don't agree with me, but these are the facts. First point, that there is a huge wave of Hindu consolidation in the country. And Bhagwan Sri Ram is at the core of that consolidation. Second, naturally, there will be a political fallout of this Hindu consolidation. Those who have been for Lord Ram and those political parties who have been for the construction and have fought hard and sacrificed for the construction of the Ram Mandir will benefit. It's only natural. Those who have been against Lord Ram, those like the Congress party of Sonia Gandhi, who have denied the existence of Lord Ram, and those like the Congress party who have gone out of their way to somehow try and stop the Ram Mandir from being constructed, parties like the Congress will be punished. And parties like the Congress, who have only and only believed in appeasing certain minority religions at the cost of the majority, will be punished. Dear viewers of Republic, it is time to talk straight. Speak straight. Let's no longer be subtle about it, indirect about it, apologetic about it. Let's be direct about it. Which takes me to my third point tonight. What happened yesterday was extraordinary when every temple, every street, every housing society, every family, every village, every town and every metro celebrates like people celebrated yesterday. You have to accept that there is a Hindu reawakening, a Hindu consolidation in this country. Which takes me to my fourth point. Hindus will not be divided anymore. Hindus are 82% plus of the population of Bharat. Consolidating the Muslim vote and breaking the Hindu vote like the Congress has done for decades and has got away with it, most unfortunately, is going to fail. Why? Simply because, as I said, Hindus have got united. Believe me, viewers. From Tamil Nadu to Assam to every corner of this country, Hindus have really got united. And why not? As custodians of the oldest spiritual civilization of the entire world, don't Hindus have the right? Hindus have the right. Don't Hindus have the responsibility? They have the responsibility. Do Hindus not have the need? They have the need to be united. Hindu unity cannot be called majoritarianism. This is rubbish. Rubbish. This rubbish about majoritarianism is not going to cut any ice anymore. The opposition in this country has to realize that yes, what you are seeing is the reality. The Congress should ask itself why it's feeling left out. Yes, the reality is there are saffron flags everywhere across the country. The reality is that yes, Jai Shri Ram is a respectful salutation. Jai Shri Ram. A salutation for Bhagwan, Lord Ram. It is not a war cry. The reality is that yes, the attempt to play the caste card, to abuse Hindus, to create an alliance that says that Hindus and Hinduism is like dengue. Compare Hinduism to disease and say we will eradicate Hinduism. All of these things have been happening. And the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, when these things were happening, where was Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and OSC? Where was their secularism then? Ladies and gentlemen, all these things have been happening. And finally, the point tonight is this. Will there be political consequences? People are asking me. I'm not for being subtle about it. Viewers, I've always been direct about it. Yes, there will be a major political fallout. And that is why there is fear. But that fear is only in the minds and hearts of those who know deep in their minds and their hearts that they have been anti-Ram. They have always been against Bhagwan Shri Ram. And you can't get away with it. You can't get away with it. If they got away with it for so long, being against Hinduism, against Bhagwan Shri Ram, I'm saying to them tonight, not as a challenge, but as a certainty. Not as a political slogan, but a belief. Not just as a statement, but as an ideology. You can't be anti-national and get away with it. And similarly, you cannot expect, in the name of fake secularism, to be Bhagwan Sri Ram and get away with it. And if you've got away with it for so long, my final statement is this: you will not get away with it. You cannot expect to get away with it in a new and resurgent and confident Bharat. Ladies and gentlemen, I come to you with two debates tonight. First, the reality that yesterday was a public celebration, not a political event. And the second debate is tonight on all those people with the fraud arguments like Al Jazeera and BBC. Same stupid Western propaganda. I would really like the BBC to take a stronger position on their Rwanda strategy. I would really like Al Jazeera to do expose of what happens in Qatar. But they won't do that, ladies and gentlemen. You see, ladies and gentlemen, they won't. But we'll expose them tonight. And here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on the debate tonight. India alliance in a tizzy looks for more excuses as India celebrates the grand Ram Mandir with pomp and show. The celebrations continue. In Ayodhya, Yogi Adityanath reviews the security situation as devotees just throng the Ram Mandir. Western media, back with its fake news machinery, uses the Ram Mandir to propagate anti-India narratives. Major tussle over seat sharing with INDI. It's Mamta fighting in a big way versus the left and Nitish Kumar all out against the Congress. Huge fight. Former Bihar Chief Minister Karpuri Thakur to be conferred the Bharat Ratna posthumously. And scathing allegations hit the Maan government. Cable operators allege attack and intimidation in a bid by the Aam Aadmi Party to hijack the cable industry. Ladies and gentlemen, as India celebrates the epic return of Lord Ram to Ayodhya, the India alliance has been at a loss to decide what its position should be on the matter. It has been searching for excuses, grappling for answers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mandir boycott, the anti-Bhagwan Sri Ram position is going to backfire in a big, big way for the INDI. Let's debate.
A sea of devotees, serpentine queues. Lakhs flock to get the first glimpse of Ram Lalla.
This is a matter of faith, as everyone has pointed this out. This is a matter of their Ram Lalla. This is a matter of waiting for hundreds of years, after which finally this temple stands tall. Republic getting you an exclusive sneak peek into what it is like to enter into the temple main premises and then walk with the darshanarthis, walk with the devotees. That helps us understand how people are in fact happy about their darshans, and they are in fact chants of Jai Shri Ram. The chants of Jai Shri Ram echo. कते नहीं हो रही है, खुशी खुशी, ना प्यास लग रहा है, ना कुछ लग रहा है, कुछ तकलीफ नहीं। जो हमको मिला है ना, सब कोई अच्छा है, सब भैया लोगों ने अच्छा है। अभी कुछ ही मिनटों में आप देखेंगे रामलला।
अभी बहुत बढ़िया हो गया, पुलिस ने बहुत अच्छा कर दिया। ये राम जन्मभूमि ट्रस्ट है ना, एकदम बराबर कर दिया। ऐसा जाने में पब्लिक को तकलीफ नहीं रहेंगी।
आप दर्शन करके आए?
शायद भगवान बैठे हैं वहाँ, साक्षात बढ़िया दर्शन हुए। मोदी जी ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया है।
दर्शन किए, 2 बार गए, लगातार 1 सेकंड किए। हमने 3-4 बार किए। I'm really deeply touched and emotional, really emotional. I cannot express my happiness. This is once in a lifetime, and we are really touched that we are witnessing this moment.
Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath reviewed the security situation in the Mandir.
Day one, when it was open to public, lakhs of devotees have been thronging since 3 a.m. Since midnight, in fact, we are seeing early morning. People have queued up here in winter, in fog. Security is in full force here. The Rapid Action Force, the Uttar Pradesh Police personnel, the ATS, and of course, there are several of the top officers from police, from security department that have come here on the site.
As India celebrates Sabka Ram, NDI allies are figuring out their own way out.
ಪಾಪ ಉಪವಾಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ. ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದರು ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಬದುಕಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಬದುಕಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಪವಾಡ? ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅದು ಆ ಉಪವಾಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದು ಡೌಟು. ಉಪವಾಸ ಮಾಡದೆ ಅವರು ಗರ್ಭಗುಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಆ ಸ್ಥಳ ಅಪವಿತ್ರ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಹೊರತು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾ ಆ ಸ್ಥಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ.
আমি রামের বিরুদ্ধ নই, আমি রাম সীতা দুজনকেই শ্রদ্ধা করি। তোমরা সীতা দেবীর নামটা তো একবারও বলো না, তার মানে কি অ্যান্টি উইমেন? আরও অ্যান্টি উইমেন? সীতা না থাকলে রাম হয় না, আর কৌশল্যা দেবী না থাকলে, মা না থাকলে রামের জন্ম হয় না।
BJP and central government and RSS has tried to make this hype, as you rightly pointed out. Why this hype? Because in the run-up for the election, they failed to project the achievement of the central government, the promises made in the election manifesto last time, that we have to remind them.
इतिहास को और साक्ष्यों को तोड़ मरोड़ के पेश करने की कला के जादूगर हैं मोदी जी, मैं मानता हूँ, लेकिन ये कला चलती नहीं है, वो ढप से बैठ जाती है। किसने कहा था? ये कैसे हुआ है? न्यायिक प्रक्रिया से हुआ है ना। आपने तो इसको बीजेपी आरएसएस का इवेंट बना दिया। चलिए आपको मुबारक हो।
BJP retorted to India's jibes, making it clear ideology stands first.
लोग कहते थे राम मंदिर बनाओगे लेकिन तारीख नहीं बताओगे। हमने राम मंदिर बनाया भी, भव्य समारोह कराया भी। ये केवल बातें नहीं, करके दिखाया है। ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की पहचान है, जो कहते हैं वो करके दिखाते हैं।
After Prime Minister draws a Ram Rekha, INDI grapples for answers. Can the INDI counter BJP ahead of polls? Let's debate.
Kanchan Gupta joins the senior advisor, INDI Ministry, Government of India. First, quick comment from you, Kanchan. It was the argument was that this is a BJP RSS event and not a public celebration, not a religious event, not a spiritual event. After yesterday's celebrations, the way the whole country came together, your thoughts on that argument?
Hi, Arnab. Thank you for having me on your show. Just a couple of quick points. I mean, it's there for everybody to see the kind of fervor, the kind of response which cuts through regions, demographies. And this was not only for any one community, and as the Prime Minister kept on reminding, that this is a national endeavor, and this is all about celebrating a very core identity of India. And in that situation, to say that it has been hijacked by this party or that organization, it's so untrue. And this is just correcting a sort of a historical wrong that happened with Somnath, when the then Prime Minister decided to keep a distance from the rebuilding and the consecration of Somnath temple, and even tried to prevent the president from attending it. So over here, it was a total reversal, and which is the way it should be. And no particular community was targeted, no particular community was singled out for joining the celebrations. You had everybody over there. It was open to all, just as it is open to all today. So why even bring in that point?
Is it you feel You know, you feel that the BJP and the RSS are being given too much credit for something which actually has witnessed celebrations across the country. I mean, I'm asking people that 500,000 devotees who have gone to the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya today. The BJP and RSS have not organized the 500,000 devotees to go there on day one. You know, the Sikh community has organized a 3-day Akhand Path in the Gurudwara Brahmkund Sahib, Kund Sahib in Ayodhya. The BJP and RSS have not asked them to organize that. You know. So the point is, I mean, those who are making this purely political argument seem to be out of touch with the way people are feeling in different parts of the country. I mean, I must say, Kanchanda, wherever you went yesterday, there was a sense of an unbelievable celebration, a community spirit. People said this is bigger than Diwali for us. Lamps were being lit. Celebrations went on till midnight. You know, that's the kind of coming together we saw yesterday. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
but yet I find that the political argument has not come up with any original thought on that.
No. To sort of try and deny the outpouring of fervor yesterday, especially after the consecration was over, even during the consecration, everybody was glued in front of his or her television set. People were watching it on handsets. People were watching it. People were listening to the audio. And in the evening, if you look at the celebrations, it was across communities. It was across demographies. It was across regions. And to say that it was organized is utter rot. I mean, I know where I live, people who are not BJP voters, they were celebrating in the streets. In societies. Now, if you take a large housing society with thousands of flats, not everybody is a BJP voter or an RSS member. And yet every member, every family in the society was celebrating. So these are ridiculous arguments. You know, if you have to see it in the context of what the opposition is saying. And I'm really, really sorry. As a Bengali, I'm saying this, I regret it, that Mamata Banerjee's response has been hugely wrong. And she keeps on saying this is Tagore's Bengal, this is Nazrul Islam's Bengal. Right, but look at the body of work on Ram by Tagore. Look at the Tagore family. Look at Nazrul Islam's own Nazrul Giti written as a tribute to Ram. So all that gets wiped out. And today or yesterday, she says that nobody mentions Sita. And that is really intellectually challenging. When you say Jai Siya Ram, the Siya stands for Sita. When you say Sri Ram, Sri stands for Sita. Sri is the other name of Lakshmi, and Sita was supposed to be a reincarnation of Lakshmi. So all this knowledge is there. And in Bengal, which was the well of knowledge, it's all dried up now. It's a dried well. And the same with Bihar. Sita Mari is in Bihar. And the original Ayodhya movement began in the form of Ram Janki Rath Yatra. It began in Bihar. And today Bihar and the politicians, the ruling party politicians of Bihar want to disown Ayodhya and Ram Mandir. I mean, what's wrong? I mean, there is something very, very
well said, absolutely
fundamentally flawed in the opposition's approach.
Yeah, either they don't see, or they are pretending to be blind to the reality. Kanchan Gupta, thank you very much for setting up a wonderful conversation for my debate this evening. And my first question, therefore, goes to either of Vivek Silas of the Samajwadi Party, Kapil Madan, who backs the Congress, and Anirban backing the TMC, taking on Neena Rai, author of Amazing Ayodhya, and of course, Gaurav Bhatia is joining in on the debate as well. Now, my question is, Vivek, Kapil, Anirban, you got to be blind not to see. You have to be blind. I mean, Abhishek is with me. Abhishek, you got to be totally blind not to see what's happening across the country. Or to, I would say, to have a suicidal instinct. Abhishek, that we want to commit political suicide. We want to go against the spirit of the majority religion of the country. Not against a political party, Abhishek.
Against the UP government estimate about 100,000 visitors daily. Today, 500,000, 500,000
have visited on day one.
And that's the sentiment on the ground, the groundswell of emotion for Ram Lala.
Yeah.
And politicians who are supposed to be part of electoral politics miss this, because electoral politics is about getting people on your side.
Understanding the public
sentiment.
yeah.
You're not getting it.
Maybe they're not getting it. So my question goes to either of them. Maybe it goes to Vivek. Vivek, political suicide or deliberate act of blindness?
No, very good evening to all of you, Arnab. As you said in the opening statement of your show, that we are finding excuses, we are searching for excuses. Not at all. We are not searching for any excuses. As far as the Samajwadi Party is concerned, definitely we didn't go on the 22nd, and we didn't want to go because it's absolutely clear that, and we believe that people or any political party who is visiting the Lord Ram temple on the 22nd or even after that, we can even visit after that. That doesn't mean that we are not Hindus. Look what Mrs. Dimple Yadav, the Honorable Member of Parliament, said. She said, even if we'll not be getting the invitation, we'll definitely be going, because Ram is in our hearts. That is the thing.
No, now you're trying to change your line because your party. Now you're trying to change your line. I go to Gaurav Bhatia for a quick response to that, and I'm happy if you change your line. I know one thing. You know one thing, Abhishek, I always believe people talk about Chunavi Hindus, but the fact that people are talking about Chunavi Hindus also accentuates the reality that Hinduism is a vocal majority religion of the country. So you cannot be anti-Hindu in this country and get away with it. Gaurav Bhatia is the Samajwadi Party coming too late to change its own position, given that its own, late party chief and ex-chief minister Mulayam Singh Yadav was responsible for the massacre of car sevaks.
So Arnab, I will come to the Samajwadi Party later, but your topic of today's debate is very important. What does it mean for Bharat and India? Bharat is Ram Mein, and we are reclaiming the Hindu glory that was tried to be butchered by the anti-Hindu parties and the invaders who came. I must say today that there is a very strong message also to everybody, including the opposition parties, that if Modi is there, even impossible becomes possible. Impossible is possible. And let us understand that Hindus were treated as second-rate citizens. And Arnab, Hindus are the most tolerant community. We are law-abiding citizens. And the testimony to that is that we waited for 550 years. And in the last 75 years, a legal battle was fought by the Hindu community, abiding by the constitution of the country. And कहा जाता है सत्यमेव जयते. और इसीलिए जीत सत्य की हुई. But today, there is also a message to the opposition parties who, though not born in Muslim families, will indulge in appeasement, will wear jalidar topis, will attend iftar parties, and then they would not realize that dharm निजी विषय नहीं है. लेकिन जब राम मंदिर की बात आई अर्नब, तो सबने कहा धर्म निजी विषय है, इसलिए हम लोग राम मंदिर की प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में नहीं गए. That reminds me of a chopai from Hanuman Chalisa. वो कहते हैं ना, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे. So any person with an evil will not be able to enter the sacrosanct premises. And on the other side, it is also said, Vidyavan Guni Ati Chatur, Ram Kaj Karbe Ko Atur. So any
What if they change their line, Gaurav?
Who?
What if they change their line? What if they change their line? My question is, what if they change their line? Many people are changing their politics. Have you not seen the post of Tej Pratap Yadav?
Yes,
hailing Sanatan Dharm? Have you not seen the line that has been taken by the Karnataka Chief Minister today? Saying Congress worships Gandhi's Ram, not BJP's Ram?
Without going into the past.
Kapil? Yeah.
Yes. Without going into the past, reactions from yesterday of all the opposition parties.
I will just make a very
Stalin,
small,
they banned the live broadcasting of the consecration ceremony. The Supreme Court reprimanded them. Akhilesh Yadav was making comments like, "Oh, haan, Ram Rajya aa gaya hai," therefore trying to put us down. At the same time, Mamata Banerjee, you know what she did? She said this, Arnab, and I am, aghast at what she said. She said, कोई तो अल्लाह की कसम आप लोगों को कोई माफी नहीं करेगा, हम तो माफी नहीं करेंगे अगर बीजेपी को आगे बढ़ाया। अल्लाह की कसम मतलब राजनीति में अल्लाह की कसम खा रहे हो। एंड देन came other responses from Tej Pratap Yadav who said राम लल्ला नहीं आए हैं, चुनाव आ गए हैं। It is shameful and therefore I tell you, people of the country are the wisest. They know ये सब जो है चुनाव वाले हिंदू हैं, चुनावी हिंदू और ढोगी हिंदू। And let me just show you a few pictures जो ये कहते थे कि धर्म निजी विषय है। When it comes to consecration of the Ram temple, ये देखिए राहुल गांधी जालीदार
Show the
टोपी।
picture. Can't see it. I can't see it.
जालीदार टोपी।
Put it in the center.
He is not born in a Muslim
Put it in the
family.
center. Can't see it.
ये ममता बनर्जी को देखिए। अर्नब कैमरामैन दिखाए। The entire country should watch this.
Can't see.
ये ममता बनर्जी हैं। ये नमाज पढ़ रही हैं। ये देखिए नीतीश कुमार और तेजस्वी यादव ये दिखा रहे जालीदार टोपी। ठीक है, इसके बाद ये देखिए ओ लालू प्रसाद यादव जालीदार टोपी। अच्छा ये देखिए द गिरगिटान ऑफ इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स अरविंद केजरीवाल जालीदार टोपी। व्हाट डज इट शो? It shows this, Arnab, that if they have to appease the Muslims, they will go to any extent. But if we have to show that picture where Mr. Modi is bowing down before the rapist Asaram Bapu, the Hindu community, which is unacceptable, and people will teach them a lot. Thank you. Now somebody is trying to shout out.
Okay,
that
simple.
person can shout.
See, the question is, Kapil is coming into the debate. I want to tell you one thing, Kapil.
Can I show Gaurav his place?
I can't hear Kapil. I can't hear Kapil.
Arnab,
unmute yourself, man.
Since Gaurav was showing one picture.
Arnab, I am on unmute.
What about the picture?
Mr. Bhatia made a very long statement, and I will want only 1/3 time to respond to what Mr. Bhatia said.
Kapil.
Arnab, am I audible? Arnab, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes. So now let me just first remind Mr. Bhatia
Would you like to
that
take my question?
A Hindu does not require an event to exhibit his love, faith, and devotion to Lord Ram. Maybe the party that Mr. Bhatia represent, they need an event, because for me, for devoted Hindus, Ram is a matter of faith, which you need to
Abhishek,
Don't demean
Mr. Bhatia,
don't demean the holiness of the occasion by calling it an event. Don't demean the Prime Minister of after 500 years.
Mr. Bhatia,
apologize for that. You cannot. I support Abhishek on that. It has been extremely wrong statement from Kapil. Kapil has tried to call the Pran Pratishtha ceremony an event. No. First of all, Kapil, this is the attitude of your party. Your party always wants to run down Hindu events. You call the Ram. You first say the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha was not an event. No. You first take back your words. You have an existential crisis. You would never say this about any other religion. You choose to attack the Hindu religion. You choose to abuse the Hindu religion. You choose to try and desecrate the Hindu religion. Why did you call it an event? No, Abhishek, he must take his words back. Abhishek, he must take his words back.
Absolutely.
This is wrong. This is wrong. This will not be allowed anymore.
Now, Arnab, no, I'm sorry. Arnab, I'm sorry. I was making an important point. You're not letting me speak, and you viewers are getting. All I wanted to convey is that.
But I'm also very sorry, Gaurav, that you are not apologizing for calling the Pran Pratishtha an event. It is not an event.
Allow me to complete.
No, I'm sorry, it is not an event. No, first you apologize for that. First you apologize for running down my religion by calling the Pran Pratishtha ceremony an event. You would not say this about any other religion. You would not say this about Islam. You will only say these things about Hinduism.
Cover fire to Mr. Bhatia.
No, you will not say these things about any other religion.
No, I am sorry. I will say. एक जो भगवान राम का दिखाए हुए रास्ते को पे चलने की कोशिश करता है, वो ब्रिजभूषण जैसे नहीं हो सकता। वो जो गुजरात की सरकार है, जो उन्होंने बिल्किस बानो के केस में किया, जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने किया, वो वैसे नहीं कर सकता। आप मुझे ये बताइए, ये राम राज्य के आने की शुरुआत तो बिल्किस बानो के केस में हो गई। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोल दिया कि ये जो स्टेट है, ये स्टेट वाज एक्टिंग हैंड इन ग्लव्स। ये है सही राम राज्य जो आ रहा है, जो न्याय का रास्ता है, जो धर्म का रास्ता है। और जो अन्याय के खिलाफ जो आवाज जोर से उठाएगा वो भगवान श्री राम का दिखाया हुआ रास्ता है। और ये किस तरीके से ये मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम भगवान श्री राम को अपना आराध्य मानते हैं? ये तो बृजभूषण जी को अपने साथ में बिठा के बैठे हुए हैं। बृजभूषण जी के अगेंस्ट हमारे जो खिलाड़ी थे, जो हमारे एथलीट हैं, उन्होंने मुकदमे किए, दिल्ली पुलिस ने चार्जशीट फाइल करी है। और वो इनके अभी नेता है, वो जो जब पार्लियामेंट का इनॉग्रेशन हुआ था तो वो इनवाइटेड थे।
just one point. First of all, you should. Okay. Now, Kapil, you said your piece. I will say one thing before I allow Gaurav a response to this. We must remember that on this program and on this channel, Gaurav, Kapil, you all know, I kept telling you 3 months back, please stop promising that you will come together to eradicate Sanatan Dharma. All of you came together and you said you will eradicate Hinduism. You came together. You came together to say we will eradicate Hinduism. Oh yes, you did. In your silence, you were complicit. You did. You did. You were silent. I requested you. Everyone saw it. My viewers are witness. My viewers are witness. I came on air every night, Abhishek, on those days, and I said, please condemn these words. Please don't allow these statements to be made. But you said nothing doing.
Actually is making this very evident.
अच्छा, राम राज्य में आप ये बताएं कि बृजभूषण जैसे नेताओं का राजनीति में क्या होना चाहिए? उनका रोल राजनीति में बृजभूषण जैसे नेता बीजेपी में है, उनका क्या रोल होना चाहिए? आप बताएं।
Every opportunity that they have.
I mean, are you sure?
Am I audible?
That elections are looking good for you? On a day when JDU has said
can you hear
that
me?
The Congress is not playing ball.
Can you hear me?
On a day after the Samajwadi Party saying Congress is being irresponsible. On a day after Mamata Banerjee used the words kafir and kapurush. I don't know whether for Congress or CPM, but allies nevertheless.
I don't think they understand it. I think it's going to be political suicide. Gaurav wanted to respond. Gaurav, fundamentally, I believe that I have made a point tonight. And viewers, this has been building up. All I'm saying, Gaurav, today, just allow me to make a 30-second intervention. This has been building. Hindus are coming together. There was a desperate attempt to break Hindus. And Rahul Gandhi and India Alliance went everywhere saying, hum jati ka card khelenge. And what was the word which he said? That I've got a, ye karenge, caste census. हाँ, जितनी आबादी उतना हक, ये सब शुरू किया था उन्होंने। MRI करेंगे, एक्सरे करेंगे सनातन धर्म का, सनातन धर्म को इरेडिकेट करेंगे, ये सब 3 महीने पहले चल रहा था। आपको लगा था हिंदूज एक्सेप्ट करेंगे? अब बोल के दिखाइए ना। मैं चैलेंज कर रहा हूं, कपिल मदान, विवेक साइलस और अनिर्बान, जाइए अपने शहरों में, जाइए सड़कों पे और कहिए सनातन धर्म को हम इरेडिकेट कर देंगे, निकाल देंगे, खत्म कर देंगे। कह के देखिए अब। See, you are all politicians. You understand the mood in this country.
That is a concocted narrative by the BJP. That is a concocted, made-up narrative by the BJP.
ये कास्ट सेंसस हो गई, पुराना रिकॉर्ड चलेगा नहीं।
Going to fight the elections on the basic
आप पूछिए ना, आप पूछिए ना, मैं आप पूछिए विवेक साइलस, आप पूछिए अनिर्बान 1 मिनट, आप पूछिए, मैं बताता हूँ, मैं सवाल पूछता हूँ हमारे दर्शकों को, मैं सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ मैं दर्शकों को। आई एम आस्किंग द viewers of the country. I am asking all Hindus. It is being told by the Samajwadi Party that caste will be the factor on which Hindus will vote.
Is he against the caste?
Caste will be the factor on which Hindus will vote.
I am asking.
No. You want to bring in caste. That is forgotten. Okay, let him reply for himself.
Are you aware of today's development? Okay. Bharat Ratna has been given to Karpuri Thakur. Are you aware? Do you understand the implications of that?
I am asking a question to Mr. Bhatia.
You understand the implications of that, Vivek?
Please don't interfere. Abhishek, please don't interfere.
Okay, let him respond.
I asked a direct question to Mr. Bhatia. Is he
let him respond.
Let him.
Yeah.
Arnab, everyone has the right to atone for their sins. And had Akhilesh Yadav thrown out Swami Prasad Maurya and Shafiqur Rahman Bark for hurting the sentiments of the Hindus, we would have readily accepted the atonement that they must seek. But the problem is, even today, learning from his master Akhilesh Yadav, do you know what Swami Prasad Maurya said? कहीं भी पत्थर रख दो तो वो भगवान बन जाते हैं. And Akhilesh Yadav had also said the same thing. कहीं पत्थर रखो, कहीं झंडा लगाओ और वो मंदिर हो जाता है. Insulting us. And therefore, these are all hypocrites only running after Jalidar topis because they believe in appeasement politics. But one man stands tall, and that one man is Narendra Modi ji, who's unified Bharat, who's unified Hindus. And I must tell you, hating Narendra Modi ji, they became anti-Ram, saying that Bhagwan Ram is a fictional character. Please don't speak in between. I'd have asked you to be quiet. Mannerless debate. These people do mannerless debate. You know, they utter their words, then they become mannerless, uncouth.
Please tell me that.
Why can't you
You
speak
asked a
in
question,
your
now
turn?
you're repeating it.
Vivek,
You asked a question, now you're repeating it. No, one minute. Okay, so my
Jihadi debate karte hain.
one minute. Vivek.
Be quiet. I don't respond to mannerless people. Believe me.
I want to ask you something.
I'm making a point.
You know,
you are interrupting me like a uncouth jihadi.
The very weak.
From heaven, are you God?
No, one minute. Vivek, a question goes to you and a question goes to you. A question goes to you and Kapil, and I haven't even gone to Nina yet. Let me get Nina into the debate. One sec. My counter here is, Nina, this, before the event, this India Alliance said that there will be a Godhra type incident.
Yeah,
Fear mongering. This same India Alliance, they said, hum Sanatan ko eradicate kar denge. Then they said Ram Mandir inauguration will turn into a possibility that many Hindus will be called all over the country in buses and trains. While returning from there, a Godhra type incident will be carried out somewhere along the way.
Prime Minister responded.
This stupid and thoughtless comment was made by the weak and corrupt Uddhav Thackeray. And they all supported him.
And Prime Minister gave a measured
When DMK said we will eradicate Sanatan, they all supported him. Prime Minister, yes, absolutely, you're correct.
Measured response. He said, Ram is not Aag, Ram is Urja.
My point is, on a day, Nina, when 500,000 people have visited Ram Mandir on day one, where do statements that like those lie in the context of the political debate?
Am I audible? Anna, can you hear me?
Yes. You are.
Yeah, I'm audible, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Arnab, I want to tell you, this time we've seen the consecration of Bhagwan Ram in his temple, right? In the previous times, in the Ramanic era, when the coronation of Bhagwan Ram happened, Mantra and Kekai had a huge problem for the imagined fears that they had. I see the repetition of this kind of behavior now. And after Bhagwan Ram has been coronated, I see the kind of behavior, the shape-shifting behavior, the Mayavi behavior that Marich used to display. These Mayavi Rakshas, whatever things that they are saying, they'll turn around immediately. So whatever happened in Treta Yuga is still continuing in Kali Yuga. Just the fact that you have to recognize them like this. This was a great opportunity. This is a great opportunity for all parties to come together and celebrate this land. We are the indigenous people of this land. We are the indigenous culture of this land, right? This was the soul. This is an event where the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds it utterance, and they thought that they could boycott this and go away. Why? Out of their jealousy, out of their fear, and out of their own fears, they started fear mongering in the public. This is not done. This is a great opportunity, and they've missed the boat. And now, going further, they're going to regret, just like Mantra and Kekai regretted, and so did Marich regret. And those who talk about Bhagwan Ram and Bhagwan Ram will do this and Bhagwan Ram will do that, please understand. Those who have not read the Ramayana have no idea of Bhagwan Ram's wrath as well, Bhagwan Ram's anger as well. And let me tell you, the people of this country, they are the ones who are representing the emotions of 1 billion Hindus. The consecration of the Ram temple is not just the consecration of a regular temple. It is the consecration of the feeling of 1 billion Hindus, and you cannot deny it. And not the Hindus only in India, but Hindus across the world.
But you know, there was a statement made, Nina, yesterday. And what happens is, Anirban, one thing, I'll tell you one. What happens is that we have a long memory, and I am resolved at Republic to make the younger generations of the people of the younger generation remember what has happened in the past. It's our responsibility. I think Kapil Madan should author a book. Because anything you ask him, he says Brij Bhushan and he says Manipur. I want Kapil Madan and Anirban and Vivek Sail, especially the Congress people, to write a book about 1966. Allow me to. Kyun itne insecure ho? I am asking a question. Why are you so insecure?
So the problem is
why are you so insecure? The question is here. My question to you is. Arey bhai, itne mat daro, don't be so scared of me. You can be a little scared of me. I know you all are. I know Rahul Gandhi is, but don't be so scared of me. Don't be so scared of me. Don't be so scared of me. Don't worry. I know Rahul Gandhi is scared of me. He doesn't have the guts to face me after what happened in 2014. But I'm telling you something. I'm telling you something.
We write on facts.
Bring him to my studio. Does he have the guts to face me? Does he have the guts to face me? Bring him to my studio. People would love to see Rahul Gandhi sitting next to me and me exposing where he stands. Now my question is,
ask Mr. Modi to hold a press conference.
No, 1 minute. 1966. Gaurav, I have an important point. I have a very important point to make. 1966.
A single one.
1966. Just 1 minute. 1966. Hindus have been so tortured in this country, so humiliated in this country. And the Congress has treated Hindus so badly. 1966 sadhus, Gaurakshaks, all they wanted was a ban on cow slaughter. Okay? And Indira Gandhi said nothing doing. Right? Sadhus, sons were tear gassed. Bullets were sprayed. They were charged with rods and batons. Indira Gandhi said, Maro unko. And how many sadhus were killed? Non-official claims say thousands. Official claims say 200, 250. Are we going to forget all this? Is it accidental, you tell me? Is it accidental? The same party, when sadhus were killed in Palghar, was absolutely quiet about it. Sonia Gandhi wouldn't say a word.
Yeah.
Absolutely won't say a word out there, because the fact is somewhere this party has always felt a sense of
and they went after us.
Detest for
Hindus. Went after us because we picked up the issue.
They detest Hindus politically, and you can only detest Hindus politically when you detest them culturally, right? Which is why, Kapil, you can't accept what happened yesterday. You know you can't accept.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm going to tell you, you'll be wiped out in the next election. You know why? Because people will find you're going to be wiped out because you've been anti-Hindu. Because you've become an anti-Hindu party. You first apologize to Hindus like you apologized to Sikhs for the 1984 massacre. You haven't even had the decency to apologize to Sikhs for the massacre.
Take political mileage out of it. There are people and politicians who wants to take political mileage out of it. Now tell me something. In what capacity the Prime Minister, when they're writing our Honorable President was there? You please tell me why.
Oh God, let Gaurav respond to that. I'm sick and tired of this argument. In what capacity? The Prime Minister of India. He's the Prime Minister of India. He's gone. Stop trying to do Ram versus Sita. Stop trying to do this office versus that office.
Then why not the President of India?
Constitution of India.
Yeah, why not the Chief Justice?
So there are a few things.
Why not the Chief Justice?
The entire program was turned and metamorphosed into a showcase ceremony of Mr. Narendra Modi.
That the Ram Temple movement has been owned by the BJP, by the RSS, by the VHP, not the Congress party. Perhaps Congress wanted to. Never do.
Kapil versus Gaurav. Kapil versus Gaurav, straight versus on this.
I'm sure you will not have an answer. Can you name the litigant who first initiated this litigation? Who was the litigant? Can you name them? Can you name him?
So Arnab,
I'm sure you will not have an answer. His name was Gopal Singh Varshad.
Arguments.
His name was Gopal Singh Varshad. Go and read para 4 of the judgment. You will get to know. You don't even know who was the
there
first
in the
litigant
court
was.
documents.
And you want to show.
How does it affect?
अरे पैरा 4 उठा के पढ़ लो. पैरा 4 उठा के पढ़ लो.
Okay, let Gaurav.
आप पैरा 4 उठाओ.
Let Gaurav. Gopal Singh Varshad we know.
I heard everyone. I hope they will extend the same courtesy and be not mannerless.
1950 में पहला सूट फाइल हुआ था.
So one by one, Mr. Kapil Madan, you need to also put a full stop somewhere. It can't be a non-ending sentence that goes on for 5 minutes, please.
No, I
have
not spoken, Mr. Bhatia, I have not spoken for 5 minutes. I am quite
First,
sure about
I'll complete the point that I was making. Yes. In hating Modi, the opposition became anti-Ram when they said Lord Rama is a mythological character. They became anti-Hindu when they coined the term Hindu terror. They became anti-Supreme Court in hating Modi ji when they said Modi ji controls the Supreme Court. They became anti-democracy because Rahul Gandhi said democracy does not exist in India. They became anti-army. They called army ka chief Sadak ka Gunda. And now they're anti-Bharat and anti-Ram Mandir also. But let me answer this. He said, why did the Prime Minister go? I am reading a paragraph from the Supreme Court judgment. What is the meaning of secularism as interpreted by the Supreme Court? Ours is an inclusive secularism, unlike the French secularism, which excludes the state completely. And this is what the Supreme Court said. In the ultimate analysis, the Indian Constitution does not, unlike the United States, subscribe to the principle of non-interference of the state in religious organizations, but it remains secular in that it strives to respect all religions equally. This is what the Supreme Court has said. Now my last point, Arnab. Abhishek Banerjee today has tweeted this, and I must read it for the benefit of the viewers. He has said, my religion has not taught me to accept and embrace a place of worship, whether it be a mandir, masjid, church or gurdwara, which has been built over hatred and violence and the dead bodies of innocent period. That means the TMC is opposing the construction of Ram Mandir, which has come up after the verdict of the Supreme Court.
TMC is openly against the Ram Mandir.
Why do they hate the Hindus so much? Why do they hate the Supreme Court so much?
Since you have brought up the tweet, thank you for bringing up the tweet. Now, now hear us out. Now, please hear us out. The Supreme Court judgment that all of us have been referring to categorically mentioned that demolition of Babri Masjid was a crime. It was a crime. Forget about political opinions, forget about political party leaders. It was Supreme Court's judgment that demolition of the mosque was a crime. And you people who did it are criminals, sir. You people politically who did it are criminals.
You people what?
As the CBI court punished anyone,
you don't even know.
Ask the CBI to reopen the case.
Doesn't know.
If you have the guts, ask the CBI to reopen the case.
Sympathizers of TMC are like Mamata Banerjee. They don't read. They only spread venom.
Are Mr. Bhatia, are you a valid person yourself? Are you a valid person yourself?
Okay, so people are watching this in Bengal as well. People are watching this in Bengal as well, and viewers, 1 minute, viewers, I have 2 points to make in conclusion. People are watching this in Bengal as well. There is a Ram wave in Bengal as well, and if you are taking a position against Bhagwan Shri Ram, for a long time you've tried to say that we are not the believers in Bhagwan Shri Ram, we believe other gods, etc. This is not the way. You'll see what will happen in the next elections. You will be punished. Let me see how many Hindus vote for you after the statement made by Abhishek Banerjee. You take an anti-Ram Mandir position officially. Let us see if Hindus vote for you. Simple. Let us see if Hindus vote for you. Let us see. No, sab pata chal jayega. All across, in the state assembly elections and in the next national elections. Lastly, I find it highly amusing, Abhishek, and a historical fact. I find it highly amusing today that the Congress party says, why was the president not invited? Why is the president not invited? They are saying, why did the Prime Minister inaugurate? Why did the president not inaugurate? Now, I would like to remind them of history. When President Rajendra Prasad visited the Somnath temple, right, after its reconstruction, Nehru went mad. He said, how can the president visit the Somnath temple? He was totally against it. अब ये चुनावी हिंदू अपनी लाइन बदलने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, हम होने नहीं देंगे. Ladies and gentlemen, on the other side tonight, we have a lot of pseudos across the entire world and a few in India who are saying that, we should take a lead from other countries like Qatar on secularism. And I would like to ask the Al Jazeera, the BBC and the pseudos, what's the need for that when I'm back?
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Following a tragic boat capsize in Vadodara that claimed the lives of at least 16 individuals, including 14 students, authorities have filed a case against 18 individuals in connection with the incident. One person died after a massive fire broke out in a container truck in Thane. The authorities have sent the mortal remains to the hospital for post-mortem. All Kamtapur Students' Union members blocked the railway line near Betkara railway station in Jalpaiguri, West Bengal. The Students' Union demanded for a separate state of Kamtapur. At the 54th meeting of World Economic Forum, Union Minister Smriti Irani lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi's development mantra and said that in his 10 years of administration, PM Modi made women the center point of development.
भारत की सबसे प्रमुख प्रतिभा भारत की महिला को नरेंद्र मोदी ने अपने 10 साल के प्रशासन में विकास का केंद्र बिंदु बनाया. डावोस, जहां पर वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम लगभग 5 दशकों से चल रहा है, यहां विश्व भर के सबसे बड़े व्यावसायिक समूह के प्रतिनिधि आते हैं. वर्तमान में इस डावोस में 300 से ज़्यादा भिन्न भिन्न राष्ट्रों के मंत्री आए हैं और जितने भी ग्लोबल पावर हाउसेस हैं वित्तीय दृष्टि से वो डावोस में आकर नई बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी तलाशते हैं.
Amid the freezing temperatures in our national capital, Indian forces prepare for the 75th Republic Day celebrations. The parade rehearsals are underway at Kartavya Path in New Delhi. With temperatures staying low, Delhi experiences a cold wave and dense fog enveloping the national capital. The dense fog situation has caused low visibility, due to which several flight operations are delayed and few others have even been cancelled.
The White House is closely monitoring the escalating tensions between Pakistan and Iran. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said that the White House does not want to see an intensification of conflict in the region. UN Chief Antonio Guterres is concerned about the escalation between Iran and Pakistan and called for any issues between the two countries to be addressed through.
BJP and central government and RSS has tried to make this hype, as you rightly pointed out. Why this hype? Because in the run-up for the election, they failed to project the achievement of the central government, the promises made in the election manifesto last time, that we have to remind them.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Following a tragic boat capsize in Vadodara that claimed the lives of at least 16 individuals,